OpenAI is the most talked about AI company right now, and they just released a new chatbot that I'm sure you've heard of called Chat GPT. It's been shared everywhere over the past couple weeks, and because people are stunned by the level of tasks it can do. We've seen students using it to do their homework for them, writers having it complete entire essays, and even developers using it to write code. And so what I want to know is, can it help me become a better trader? Could it even custom code some trading bots or indicators for me based on the instructions I give it? And then I want to test it with some real money and see what happens. Is ChatGPT all that it's made out to be, or is it all just hype? And most importantly, can it make me, and maybe even you, money? Let's find out. So the first thing I did was open up Chat GPT and ask it to write the code in pinsecript, which is TradingView's custom programming language, for the trading bot I wanted. But that didn't work because Chat GPT told me it couldn't do it. But I knew it could, so I tried a couple different prompt variations, and finally, voila, it gave me what I was looking for. So then I went over to TradingView and pasted the code, and unfortunately it didn't work because it was giving me compilation errors. So after about an hour of reformatting and trying to fix the code, I finally got it to work. But the strategy, as you can see, was not a very profitable one, which, to be fair, I didn't expect it to be because it was just a simple test before I added some complexity. The current code is just a basic momentum indicator that tells you to buy if the price is above the previous day's high and short if it's below the previous day's low. So now it's time to make it a little more sophisticated by adding in a check for another momentum indicator, RSI, which I just tried to do, but again, I'm getting some errors with the code that ChatGPT gave me, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix it. Okay, so after lots of trial and error, this is what I settled on. I ended up going with a EMA cross. Basically, I'm taking the 36 and the 3-day moving averages, and I'm going to have it set up so that every time they cross, there's a little cross that shows up on the screen. But I just wanted to do it as a test for ChatGPT, and after about probably 5 or 6 hours of trying to troubleshoot with the coding and getting ChatGPT to get me exactly what I want, I was finally able to make this. So we're going to try and trade using this method, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. Every time they cross, if it's going up, I'm going to go long, and if it's going down, I'm going to go short. And my take profit is going to be at the 70 and 30 on the RSI. I'm going to start a little small. I threw $500 into a sub account, and I'm going to trade with that. And then as we get more confident, I'm going to crank up the leverage and see what we can do with it. I think it'll be fun. At least we can say that ChatGPT made us a trading indicator. ChatGPT is a little difficult to work with still. I'll give my full assessment at the end of the video with my thoughts on ChatGPT, but I'm excited. So let's get started. Okay, So far, the trading is going all right. Taking a quick break here because U.S. hours just ended. At it pretty much all day. Gonna start again with Asia hours and see how it goes. Pretty happy with it so far. I messed up some trades early on, but have only been going with small amounts of leverage. I'm gonna crank it up here now that I feel a little more confident, and we'll see how we do. I should have actually been profitable earlier, but I wasn't because of my own mistakes. So let's see how it goes. Okay, before I get into the conclusion with my full profit and loss from this experiment, I wanted to give you my review of Chat GPT itself first from the last couple days of using it, because I actually tried to use it for a real world use case and obviously put my money on the line. And a lot of what you see online are kind of cute little gimmicks that are cool, but it leaves me wondering, and I'm sure you wondering, okay, but how legit is this thing? Well, it's better than any chatbot or AI assistant I've ever used before, but it's still not some type of magic machine that will give you perfect code the first time. It definitely does have its flaws and drawbacks. When you're using it, you need to go back and forth with it with different prompts and kind of refine it to get exactly what you're looking for. On top of that, a lot of the times the code has errors in it. Now, I'm not sure if that's a pinsecript specific thing, since that's what I was using in this video for TradingView, or if that's the case with all different coding languages. I haven't tried others yet, but it does have quite a few errors that I'm not a developer, but I have some coding experience. So that's why I kind of, you'll saw in the video, troubleshooted and figured it out myself and kind of finished the code for it. But if you have absolutely no experience, it's probably going to be tough for you to do that. So overall, I would say that ChatGPT is better than any other AI coding tool I've ever used before, by far, but it does have room for improvement. Now, maybe in a couple years, it'll be a lot better, but it's not taking any programming jobs away just yet. Okay, now for the trading results. Over the course of just 2 days, I was able to make, drumroll please, negative $38.88, which is a 7.8% loss on my initial $500, which is not great. Frankly, that's pretty bad, losing 7.8% in like 2 days. Obviously, if I were to do it for a longer period, I would have kept losing money, and I'm glad I didn't risk more than just $500 for this little fun experiment. What I will say, though, is I didn't actually expect to make money because, obviously, I've traded before. I know it's not that easy to just whip up a very basic indicator and expect to make money off of it. So I didn't have high expectations going in. I was also on a time crunch because I literally am getting on an international flight tomorrow. So I knew I only had 3 days to plan this video out, write the code for the bot, and then, or the indicator, and then do all the trading and all of that. So really, it was kind of rushed. If I had more time, if I had a couple weeks, I probably would have been able to make it profitable, actually. A lot of the trades that I lost money on, if you look at the P&L, were like small little losses which chipped away because of the way the EMA crosses worked. A lot of times, you know, it would cross and then cross right back, and I'd have to like close the trade. And then on top of that, it was a ton of fees in these little trades all the time. And I was doing it on the 1 minute time frame because, like I said, I was in a time crunch. So I wanted to get a thorough amount of trades. If I was doing this over a couple weeks and I could do it on a higher time frame, I actually think this would work decently. And especially if you use discretion. Like I was trying to stay pretty hard to the rule of like if it crosses by, but obviously with your own personal pattern recognition, you'll be able to recognize when some crosses might be invalid, right? And so that'll make you more profitable over time. Again, like any trading system, you have to learn with it. There is no magic formula. Even people who do use code and trading bots for a living, they are constantly monitoring it and tweaking it too. So it's not like they just make some bot and it just prints them money. But overall, frankly, this was a pretty fun experiment. I'm definitely going to be using Chat GPT more in future videos and trying more things out. And like I said, if I had more time, I would have expanded on this more if I had like a few weeks. But I recommend you go check it out too and see if you can make your own stuff with it. It's good to learn. It's always fun learning new things. And this was kind of a lot of fun to make this video. If you did enjoy and you want to learn some real trading edge though and not lose money, you should watch my last video called The Clear Pill, where I explained how taking the clear pill really improved my trading. It made me a much better trader. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time.